Good morning, Valley. Today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot in store. Now, the show is going to start right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us this morning. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Well, Think Pink is a special STHS series of events designed to educate the community about early warning signs of breast cancer and, of course, the critical importance of early detection while empowering women to prioritize their mammo health. This Breast Cancer Awareness Month, their facilities will be providing mammograms at a reduced price, and our team went ahead and dropped by one of their locations to learn more. Go ahead and take a look.
Hi, good morning, Rio Grande Valley. My name is Jessica, and I'm the lead mammogram technologist for South Texas Health System. And we are here to remind you that October is coming up, and it is going to be time to take care of your breast health, women's health. So we do have 4 mammogram facilities at South Texas Health System that will offer you a mammogram. Either it's a 2D or a 3D mammography exam. You're here at South Texas Health System Mission today, and we do have South Texas ER at Westlaco and Edinburgh Regional Medical Center who offer you the 2D digital mammogram. Now, at McAllen Medical Center, we do have these 3D mammography digital mammogram for those ladies who have a history of fibrocystic disease or have a history of having abnormal mammograms. That might be the better choice for them. But as a system, we do offer both, and we're here to provide you that service. So our screening mammograms are our yearly women's wellness check, and it is recommended for these ladies and us ladies to get our mammograms yearly. Now our facilities do offer cash prices. For a $60 mammogram, you get it a 2D mammogram. For the month of October, we are bringing down that price to $55 at all our facilities. Now you want to get your 3D mammogram at South Texas Health System McAllen. Your 3D cash price is $150. And a mammogram is a screening mammogram. It's a x-ray of your breast to check to see if there is breast cancer. Of course, the best protection is early detection. So with your yearly checkups, we are obviously taking care of our breast health on a yearly basis to make sure that we do prevent a early breast cancer. So the screening mammogram, with the mammographer, we try to comfort the patient. We understand and realize that you are coming in here nervous, whether it's because you have a family history of breast cancer or just because you know that maybe we haven't had a mammogram with the whole COVID that happened last year. A lot of us didn't come in to get our checkups, and so we realize that sometimes a year can make a big difference. So we try to comfort you, and we work together with you to get you in and out as quickly as we can. So at South Texas Health System, we do offer 2D and 3D digital mammography. It will all pretty much depend on the reason as to why you're having your mammogram. A lot of the times, if you have a history of fibrocystic breast disease, or if you've had history of abnormal mammograms, the 3D digital mammography might benefit you better. But overall, whether you schedule for a 2D or a 3D digital mammogram, it's just a benefit, and it's important that you make the time to get in and get your mammogram. And October obviously is a great month to start. At our facilities, we do try to get our reports out as quickly as possible. We try to do it at anywhere between 3 days to 4 days. The patient will receive a letter through mail as well, which is our lay letters that is very understandable. You're able to understand what your results are, and they do come in English or Spanish in your preference. Yearly screening mammograms are recommended yearly, so we should be seeing you every year come in, unless you have abnormal mammograms. Sometimes we'll see you more than that through the year, but as long as you get, make the time to come out and get your mammogram, I think that's a great opportunity for us, that we have our facilities that are available to help you take care of your breast health.
Hi, good morning. My name is Dr. Audrey Gutierrez. I am a family physician with South Texas Health System. We just wanted to talk about breast cancer, since October is coming up, and a little bit about the facts behind it. Breast cancer is fairly common. So about 1 in 8 women in their lifetime will be diagnosed with breast cancer. The people who really are at most risk are aging women, or women that are getting older, specifically after the age of 50. So just some very, typical things. We want to make sure that you're exercising. Lack of exercise can, lead to breast cancer. Being overweight or obese can lead to breast cancer. So that those kind of go hand in hand together. Increased risk with smoking, increased risk with tobacco use. And then some other things that maybe you're not too familiar with is if you get pregnant after the age of 30, breast cancer goes up a little bit. And if you do not breastfeed, your breast cancer risk can go up a little bit as well. When you have a first-degree relative, that means your mom, your sister, your daughter, if they are diagnosed with breast cancer, you're 2 times more likely to end up having breast cancer sometime in your lifetime. Now, when you have 2 first-degree relatives, that risk goes up substantially to 5 times the risk. And normally when you do have 2 first-degree relatives that have cancer, we want to make sure that we get some genetic testing to see if anything is coming back, such as the BRCA1 or the BRCA2. Now that is completely separate. If you do come back for that, it's a completely different route that we would have you go down as far as breast cancer screening. So it's pretty much just the opposite of what we had talked about, right? Eat healthy, exercise, make sure you're following up with your doctor. Of course, getting your preventative screenings as well. Don't smoke. And if you're gonna drink alcohol, we wanna make sure that you're drinking a healthy amount, which is about 1 to 2 glasses a day, and preferably something like wine that has a little bit of some cardio good effects. There are many, many different guidelines according to different specialists. Now, kind of the easiest way I like to explain to my patients is I like to start screening between the ages of 40 and 50 years old based off of your risk factors. Now, most insurances, if you would like to start at 40, will pay for your screening. However, it's a procedure, right? It's that you have to go through. And so sometimes, we'll kind of start in between. We'll start at 45 for some patients. And then you want to be getting them about every 1 to 2 years. That's kind of the most simple way to put that. If you get a normal mammogram, between the ages of 40 and 50, you're going to be coming back for mammograms every 1 to 2 years based off of your risk factors. Now, I do still recommend that you go get your yearly annual to make sure that you get that breast exam, to make sure that we're not feeling any lumps or bumps. If that's the case, then we definitely want to send you for screening, before you were recommended. I do recommend for patients about once a month to go ahead and do a self-breast exam at home. So I normally recommend for women to do it in the shower. And what I recommend, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it, but the one that I like is kind of like a wheel. So if you think about, the nipple being in the center and then the breast being the wheel, you want to go ahead and start from the outside and then make your way in towards the nipple area. And you kind of just do that, just like a wheel, all along the breast. And then you want to make sure that you're feeling under your arms as well, for any type of lumps or bumps. Early detection is crucial because we're trying to prevent the spread of the cancer, and we're also trying to we're trying to spare as much breast tissue as possible. So if someone has breast cancer and is detected fairly early on, a lot of the times they'll do something called a lumpectomy, which is basically where they take, of course, the cancer tissue and then some tissue surrounding it. And hopefully, that will get rid of the cancer. And depending on what type of cancer it is, of course, there's other, medications, chemo, radiation that you can need. But those are mainly the reasons why we want to pick this up early. And then also for their family members to know if they're diagnosed with breast cancer and know their risk of developing breast cancer. So if you go online and kind of just Google, support for breast cancer, there's a whole bunch of things that pop up. There's the walks, of course, to support breast cancer and fund that. And then, of course, you have your doctor, right, that you can always go to and kind of talk about these things with. If you need any type of other counseling during this time, that you're going through these things, and always just being very open about how you're feeling.
Again, not only will STHS be offering mammograms at a reduced price, but they're inviting you to various Think Pink special events during the rest of the month. Be sure to visit southtexashealthsystem.com/thinkpink-pink for those details plus more. All right, well, it's time now to take a commercial break, and then we've got to look at your local weather updates, but be sure to stay tuned because Valley por Vida will be back.